Hey everybody, this is Sanj, and for those of you tuning in for the first time, welcome to The Real Fan Review. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Listen to all our episodes on your favorite podcasting app, and make sure to like us and subscribe on YouTube so you can keep up to date with all the new episodes. If there's a topic you would like us to talk about, just let us know. Our email address is therealfanreview@gmail.com. Real is spelled R-E-E-L. Enjoy the show.
You're listening to The Real Fan Review with Hav, Sanj, Al, and B.
What's going on, podcasters and YouTubers? This is Hav here, one of your hosts from The Real Fan Review. And today, guys, we're going over Bad Boys for Life.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Hey.
What you gonna do?
Hey.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
I sing, some, say hey.
There's actual words there.
Police now, give me no break.
See,
Even soldier man.
What's going on, people? This is Hav here, one of your hosts from The Real Fan Review. And with me today, we got the team, we got the family, the friends. And we're going to go over Morbius. We're going to go over that trailer that came out earlier this week. Bad Boys for Life. And we got a little segment called The Choice is Yours. So let's get into it today. With me, I got my boy Sanj.
Good evening, everybody. As always, it's a pleasure.
We got my brother B.
Buongiorno.
Hey, excuse me.
We got the man in the chair, Al.
How's it going, everybody?
And we got the wives. We got my wife, Alex.
He almost forgot my name. Hi. I know.
He was blinded by your beauty.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hi, everyone.
I didn't know who to go to first. I was like,
He looked at me.
we're at
He's
her
like,
house, but she's my wife.
okay.
I likes it, so I keeps it.
I buys it.
I buys it. We got Nina.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's go right into Morbius. The trailer came out earlier this week.
Batman?
I also saw it. Yes, Batman.
Man bat?
Man Bat. The trailer was also in front of Bad Boys, man, and it was really, really good. I thought it was interesting. I don't know anything about Morbius, so seeing it for the first time, I was like, oh, okay. Now, I don't know how he's part of Spider-Man's universe or anything, but
I didn't think the movie was going to get made. I thought it was kind of just hanging in limbo for a while. Got a picture of Jared Leto standing in a street. And, didn't think it was actually going to be greenlit.
is Morbius like a big character that I just don't know about?
Like I really don't know. I didn't know much about Morbius.
He's a big character, especially when it comes to Blade.
Oh.
Just like he came up in Spider-Man. And so, he became Morbius, he transitioned from like a scientist into, that he started off as a villain.
Right.
And then, like most Spider-Man villains that are really cool, they kind of transition to the anti-hero.
Gotcha.
And then the last I really recall, like a Morbius being like a big thing was like a crossover with Blade, because obviously he's a vampire versus a vampire hunter. And then they kind of like joined forces and went off together.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. So is Sony out?
Blade and Morbius holding hands down the street.
Is Sony doing this thing with like just anti-heroes now? That's what their shtick is?
I think with some of the
I think shtick is now your shtick.
I think they're having to do something because a lot of the main popular characters are the villains.
Right.
But you can't. Well, then again, I don't know. They could. How do you make a movie all about the villain?
It's called Venom.
No, but they made him an anti-hero. He fought another symbiote.
That's
so
true.
Instead of having somebody have to take him down, they
Joker.
made him have
Well,
to go.
I think in the
I was
trailer they
thinking
showed
Joker, too.
off like a villain character, so I guess he's gonna be an anti-hero too, in a sense.
Yeah, I don't know,
You
man,
know.
where it's going, but
Maleficent.
But in all those movies, if you notice,
Joker was not
they're
an
making us-
anti-hero.
They're making us root for the bad guy. They're not making
Okay.
them the bad guy.
Yeah.
They're trying to explain why they're
Why
the
they were
bad,
bad.
why they became bad. So it's all about their process. Same thing here. It's showing you he's the scientist. Looks like he has a series of physical disabilities and so forth. And then
Right.
they show that he cures himself. So
With bats.
yeah,
Yeah, that was odd.
Read a comic gone wrong.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
Man Bat, the hero of the 50s.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, but part of that Morbius trailer was something that was, you know, they were cueing it in. They're like, from the makers of Far From Home. I was like, you didn't make Far From Home.
They're like, but they
but
helped.
they brought it.
They brought that.
They
bought-
delivered the video like via email to the
It was
studio.
like, from the makers of Venom. I'm like,
From the deliverers of the USB hard drive.
and then we see why they did that, because you see,
From the kid that gets the lattes.
His name is Ryan.
anyway, Spider-Man's in the background, but it's not our MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi's.
I don't know if it was Sam Raimi's. Just I was saying PS4.
Yeah, it looks like the screen grab from if you look at the PS4 Spider-Man, that's
Yeah.
the shot they show.
Didn't they have that PS4 game? The PS4 Spider-Man game where they incorporated all the Spider-Mans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Spider-Verse also.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm interested to see where they're going with it, because it's like, again, it said murderer across Spider-Man, and we saw what just happened in Far From Home. So I don't know if it's going to be tied together or they're going to try to link them all up, but we'll see, I guess.
Especially if they're going to link up Venom into
Right.
any of
And then,
this.
I don't know, something else weird happened at the end of the trailer. It was Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the Vulture.
Yeah, that was
But
awesome.
was he the Vulture? That's the thing. Was it Michael Keaton the movie, or is like...
No, I think he plays Batman. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think it's like weird. I think it's insinuating
Which
that that's...
callback are we talking about now?
I think it's insinuating that it's Vulture,
I
right?
Yeah.
really hope though that in the movie somewhere they make a laugh. It's like, oh, it's like some kind of Batman. And like, I don't want Michael Keaton to say it. Like, they should do that. Like, that'll be.
Well,
Awesome.
what does he say at the end of the trailer? Like something like you have a thing for bats or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, didn't he say that
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the trailer?
yeah.
So
I
like,
think so.
I feel like was it a throw on that and him being Vulture? Like,
It's just crazy, right? I don't know, but I mean, overall impressions, Sanj.
Oh, I thought it was incredible. It looked very compelling, and I want to see it.
Okay, and Brandon,
I-
say
after
that was
not
pretty
knowing, you
cool.
know.
I mean, for expecting like the trailer to be shit, if they were gonna do this, like, I'm
Okay then.
thoroughly impressed.
Tell them how you really feel.
He
This-
has very low
with
standards.
the Sony Marvel Spider-Verse thing, you know, so
Hail
I
Disney.
have very low expectations, Sony, if you're listening. But if you're gonna go all in, let's fucking go.
I think
All
that's,
right.
that's about, isn't it sad that we've come to the point where that's the best studios can hope for us to have low expectations. We're not expecting you to do well, so like when we're pleasantly surprised, that's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Al, man, what about you, man?
No, it looks good, and I'm glad that at least they're giving the effort of bringing in strong cast.
Yeah.
You know, you
Good
got Jared
actors.
Leto, yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Keaton. So at least they're giving it a shot. Hopefully, the script and the story warrants the actors giving them something to use. But
All right, so let's get into Bad Boys right now. Let's get into the review. Let's do a non-spoiler first, but we won't say anything. We won't tell you what's in the movie, just real quick, and then we'll give you a chance to pause, come back to us, and we'll get into the full nitty-gritty of the movie, of what we thought and everything. So let's go right from Sanj, your spoiler-free review.
Oh, completely entertaining, hilarious throughout. Good story. Go see it.
Alex, your spoiler-free review.
I loved it. It's worth it. It's worth it to go have fun. You're gonna laugh. Those of us who are of a certain age are gonna reminisce. It's great.
All right.
Nostalgia.
Al, what about you,
Yes.
man? Your thoughts on the movie?
yeah, same thing. If you were a fan of the first two, if you're a fan of Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, their delivery, the way their performances, a lot of callbacks to the previous two to show the continuity. It's definitely going to make it worth 2 hours.
Right.
You don't even realize it's at
Yeah.
the end. It's been 2 hours, so it's
That's awesome.
definitely worth going to see.
Yeah, man. Same for me, man. My spoiler-free review of the movie is that it's definitely a good time. especially for January movies. January movies have a knock on them for being terrible movies. Most studios just throw them out there to get them out the way, and they
Throw shit at the wall.
Yeah, they hope that you kind of forget when Oscar season comes around to choose. They're like, oh, that was in January. But I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised that the movie was really, really good.
Low expectations.
Again, they got us, man. But I enjoyed myself. I had a good time. I was laughing. I was involved into the movie. It was really, really good. Done well. Surprises throughout the movie, including the bad guy and his story or her story as well. So, really good movie. But let's get into the spoilers of this. So, if you haven't seen the movie yet, feel free to pause us, come back to us, and we'll go into the we'll go into the complete spoilers of the movie.
We selling that. We're selling that. $5.99. For listen.
We'll get right into the spoilers in the count of 5,
4,
3.
2.
Dos, 1. Spoiler time. Dude, how good was that movie?
Oh, that was so awesome.
My God. It
So
was
awesome.
so good.
I was really surprised how
Yeah, me
good they
too.
did
I wasn't
that.
surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I was
surprised.
surprised that it was good. I was surprised at like who the villain was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
right. All right. So
This is the
let's
best villain so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, but also the what do they call him? What was it? The ammo.
Oh,
Ammo.
the team?
I
The
thought,
ammo team?
yeah, I thought they were gonna really like make them childish and kiddish, but they held their own. You know,
Yes.
in the show, they
Yeah.
held their own. They made everything like where it was like a good group.
Yeah.
In the sense that they weren't like, oh yeah, okay, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have to carry them through.
No, they
carried
held
each
their
other.
own.
Yeah,
And they
all
actually-
had their
they
plus and
carried
minuses.
them.
They showed how
That's
they
what I'm
take
saying. It was
over.
like a
Carried them,
balance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how many times did Will Smith look at him? You called them? Yeah, I called them. I feel
So wait,
comfortable when they're around.
You know what I was surprised by?
Go for it.
Martin Lawrence stole the show.
Dude, he was good.
He carried like he was the star
He
by
was
far.
awesome. He was really good
Like
in the
remember
movie.
before we were talking about how what do you call it? Before it was
Will Smith?
Martin Lawrence getting Will Smith the job back in the day.
Yeah.
And how Will Smith like really like blew up on it and like stole the show in the first in the first Bad Boys
Right.
movie. And now Martin just came back and like now you expect like Will's the bigger star, he's the bigger draw, and then Martin just steals it. He was
Yeah.
perfect.
He was great.
Funny.
Yeah.
Remember when
he still
talked-
got it.
Remember when he's talking about? He's like, "You gonna fuck a witch without a condom?"
And then at the end, when he asked he was on the plane and he turns to the other guy, "Would you fuck a witch without a condom?" And the guy's like, "No."
He
You
goes,
see
he
my?
said-
No, he
he
goes,
said no.
said no.
No, the guy goes, I would not. He goes, see, he would not.
He's like, "You had a warlock baby."
Well, man. I mean, listen. I like I said, when I'm a spoiler-free review there, I enjoyed it completely. I thought it was well acted. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence still got it. You know, Will Smith this time convinced Martin to come out of retirement for this movie.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I didn't even know
I
Martin.
know
Lawrence-
Martin's happy he did that paycheck, bro.
Times is hard.
Times is not hard.
I think Martin's
that Martin show
alright.
is syndicated.
Yeah, he's making
Yeah.
money,
say
bro.
that.
Martin is
Show is
syndicated.
still-
Everybody
yeah.
still watches
It's
Martin.
so funny because that's what happened in the movie too, right? He convinced him to get out of retirement.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
It was really good. So let's first get into the story of Bad Boys for Life. Did you guys enjoy the story of it? Like the entire.
I did. I thought it was so complex. Like and we were talking about this before. That actress, Kate de Castillo, like her real life was so parallel in a weird way. I was like, wait a second. I feel like I saw this on Spanish news. Like she was involved with El Chapo in real life. Like before the police, she's the one who got him found. And,
Yeah.
so when she was playing like this, like cartel wife, I'm like, whoa.
Like, aren't you playing this a little too close?
This
We're like-
is serious.
You're like, oh yeah, we're going to the movie to see Reina del Sur. I mean, Bad Boys.
Yeah.
We're watching her story.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh
It was
my
really
God,
good.
Al, what'd you think of the story, man?
I liked it. It made sense for the characters. It definitely gave a lot for them to use because you said that you saw the twist coming. I did not
I
see
did not.
that.
I
I did not
Did
at
you
all.
really?
I didn't see it coming either.
Can we
that
just
it
say
would
what that twist is for everybody?
well, hold on. I only saw the twist when he said the same line, the hasta el fuego.
But the
Hasta
mother
fuego.
told him to say that though.
Oh, I thought he just said it.
No,
No,
because
the
remember
mom said
she said hijo. Cuando when you see him.
Can we just be impressed right now with Sanjay's Spanish?
Yes, that was awesome. He was hitting it too.
He is
hitting
like
it.
right on the money. Like, for those he is not of Latin descent. Just so you know.
Well, I'm from the only country in South America that speaks English, so there's a lot of Spanish around us. But thank you, and then
I'm
growing up with
impressed.
you guys, you know,
Yeah.
like you gotta learn Spanish, you know. Like,
You don't have a choice.
but no, like he said, when you see him say these words to him, and they didn't tell us what the words were.
Oh,
And they
okay.
cut. And then like remember throughout the whole movie it was hasta el fuego thing. Like he said it to the.
He said it to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the,
the
the,
girl.
the
And
And she's
lieutenant.
like, "What does that mean? Like, what is? You've always say that. What
She's
does
like,
that
I'm
mean?"
Spanish. It doesn't even make
Making
sense.
Onto the fire? What does that even mean?
But-
and then even Martin, Marcus was just like, "You be saying that shit all the time. I get what it is. It's like when we get fired or somebody shoot bullets at us. That's what you reckless. You know, like he's,
Wait, how many times did Will Smith look at Martin and Martin goes, "Yo, you stupid. You so stupid." But yeah, when he said the line to Will Smith, I looked at you and I was like, "Oh shit, they said the same line to each other."
I thought, you know what I thought you thought?
What?
I thought you thought
Uh-huh.
that the police officer with the short hair, the woman, the whatever, what was her name? I forgot.
The lieutenant.
Yes, the one that became captain at the end.
Rita.
I thought you thought that Rita was in on it.
No.
And I was like, no, he said it to her. She didn't know what it meant.
No,
Is that-
I
okay.
and there was something when he lifts the helmet, there was like a motorcycle scene, and they looked each other in the eye, and they showed his eyes, and they showed the guy's eyes.
so at that point, I'm like, "Why is he looking at him like that? He sees something. There's something there, like,
right,
but I
like
didn't-
he knew him from somewhere.
Yeah, like, but I didn't think that it would be that it's his son. Like, and you guys know, I pride myself
Yeah.
on figuring out these movie plots.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah.
they got me.
They got
Yeah,
me too.
like, I
I
wasn't
have to
sure,
say,
but I was
though,
just like, nah.
I have to say, like, whenever, like, now they're getting better. Because I feel like the whole Latin thing, people are starting to realize, like, we don't all look the same, right? But back in the day, like, if you watch, like, sitcom TV and, like, you were a Mexican man, they would cast anyone to be your Mexican son. And that person didn't look Mexican at all. To Latin people, were like, what? You know, or even
Yeah.
like Narcos. Like, the guy wasn't even Colombian. He didn't even speak Spanish. And, like, all of us knew that
Yeah.
it was, like, a weird thing. So I did think that kid did not look Mexican at all. I was like, they couldn't find anyone? In my head, I'm like,
All of Mexico?
in all of Latin America, you couldn't find anyone to look more Mexican? But then now I'm like, oh.
You black.
Oh. So I was like, he looks Dominican as hell to me. But I was like, oh.
Makes sense.
Now I get it.
Oh,
Okay,
my God.
okay.
Now, what'd you guys think of, like, there was a I almost feel bad ruining it for Brandon, man, but
That's all right.
We already
It's all
ruined
right.
it.
Right,
That's
we-
his
No,
son.
it's like the basketball court. You step on the
No, I
court
haven't
with
seen
like
this.
the big
Yeah.
dudes. Don't get mad when you get dunked on. Like he came to the table knowing we all saw the
He
movie.
doesn't get more than that.
Yeah.
The villain is his son.
all right. So then we'll get right into it. Then I thought it was crazy how they took, like, right in the beginning of the movie, within the first half hour,
Yeah.
the kid shoots Mike
Mike
Lowry.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is how we starting this. And to me, it felt less comedic than the first two. This one felt a little bit more like there was a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
comedy,
Right.
but it felt more serious and like
Yeah.
they took it serious.
Especially the scenes between Martin and
Yes.
and Will, or Marcus
they was deeper.
and Mike.
Their conversations.
where they would like they
At the
were really at
wedding.
odds with each other. Like you could really feel the emotion between them. Like you could feel the love between them. And Marcus is just like, yo, we can't do this. We're getting old, bro. Like you don't have a family and that's why you're still reckless. And so he's like, look, I can't be reckless like that no more. I have things to take
But
care of.
even that, didn't that come full circle? Like,
Yeah.
now you realize why he refused to, like, fall in love again and do that whole, like, he was, like, burned. And now at the
Well,
end,
no,
you're like,
he
I
wasn't.
get it.
He wasn't burned. He burned her.
But he burned himself, too. Like,
Okay.
it wasn't an easy decision. It wasn't like he
right,
was,
because
like,
he said that's his one true love.
that was his one true love. Putting her in
witch.
jail. A witch.
A witch.
Yeah, who he had
And
sex with without
that
a
she was the
condom.
one that
Bruja.
made him how he was.
Yeah,
Because he
was-
said
remember-
she taught me how to dress, how to do
Remember,
this.
he's like, that's why you dress like
she
a drug.
made Mike Lowry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that's why you dress like a drug.
drug dealer.
A drug dealer. Yeah.
It was so good.
But the action also was great too. I thought the action was good.
I thought it was very toned down for Michael Bay, but at the same time,
No, he had nothing to do with it,
He didn't. He guest starred in the movie,
which
but-
was awesome. He
Yeah.
a little guest star, but
he-
he didn't nothing to do with it.
okay, so that's why it was good.
they paid homage to his style.
Yeah.
Because they did
But
a
no,
couple
like,
of
they
the
took-
slow rotating shots.
They did the shot.
Oh,
They did the shot.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and they're like,
The head lifting up,
Yeah, like-
slow mo circle. Yeah, man. I even yelled at it in the theater. I was like, "That's a shot! That's a shot!"
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
But there's some surprises in there. You know, somebody gets taken out in the movie which you don't see coming.
Nah,
I
that
feel
was.
like, oh man,
so okay, so we're talking. So
Just
no,
lay it out.
no.
Say it,
So
say it.
when
Captain
he took out the
dies.
captain,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was my only problem with the movie.
go for it.
Because now they want to make it like sort of like a redemption thing where it's his son and he in the end didn't kill his son because it's his son.
Right.
Right? He finds out whatever. But how do you reconcile that? You killed the captain. Like the captain was like their dad.
But I think
You know
the
what I
fact
mean?
that even that they got involved, because even that was questionable, right? They weren't even going to get involved, but it had to be something drastic to get Martin
Something
Lawrence.
personal. Yeah.
Yeah, to get him involved.
No, but and then not only that, he said it even at the end when everything is said. He says, we're not going to be able to get over everything you did, but
Yeah.
I'll be here for you. So it's not like he can wash everything over
Yeah.
because, but in his mind, the kid didn't know, he didn't know.
He was
And
brainwashed by his mom.
Imagine
she's
he's
a
his
witch.
whole life.
Dude,
The
when he
wife,
figured it out, when he put in his head who it was, he sat by himself in the hallway, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is so nice."
Yeah.
He goes, "That's my son."
yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit." His son was a badass though.
His son
Yeah.
was
Wait,
crazy.
when the guy tried to do him dirty on the money deal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm in charge now. You work for me.
I am
What?
the manager.
I am the manager, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he-
the captain now.
And then he like and like
I'm
he
the
kicks
captain.
him a brick of money, like a cinder block of money, not a regular like red brick that you make a chimney, like a cinder block, like the size of something you build a house with.
Yeah, man.
Kicked him like one of those, and he's like, "You just got yourself a raise. You work for me now. When I call, you answer." Or like something like along that
Yeah.
line. I'm just like, for that much money, hell yeah.
Now, what you guys think of the surprises in the movie? There, we had Reggie came back from part 2.
That was awesome.
Oh, that
that was
was
awesome.
great.
He's like, I thought it was a very respectful thing to do.
Dude,
sir."
when he turned around and it was Reggie as an
No,
adult.
and he was like in full dress uniform, standing there at attention, still shook.
Yeah.
The birth of his son, he's
20 years later, still shook.
I thought when he showed up, the whole theater was like, "Oh, Reggie, Reggie!"
Look, and this franchise, right? Even though is as far as franchises go, like it's not that many movies, right? We're just getting the third installment of the movies, and when you figure a whole theater full of people would remember Reggie's name from 17 years ago. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure everybody watched the movies before.
Of course,
going in.
yeah, just a certain amount of group
Yeah,
of people
but the
that
fact
did
that they
yeah.
were still thinking about Reggie,
Reggie.
and that one scene where they tried to run him off and they went at him so hard tells you how good these movies are
Yeah.
and like how
Yeah.
entertaining
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
And then we got the captain back.
Yeah.
And now, how about the surprise guest in there? Like the big time Latin artist Nicky Jam was in there.
Yeah.
And then we also had DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
That scene was
Oh.
awesome too.
Yeah.
You like
That's
that was
funny.
the only scene I didn't like.
Yeah, you like what, the Khaled or
Yeah,
the
because
Nicky
I
Jam?
just Khaled because
Okay.
I felt like Khaled's like acting was like you could tell he was trying to
Corny.
But
yeah.
that's him. He's corny, but at the same time, I thought he did all right, man.
I did okay.
I think he did all right
No,
as
no,
well.
yeah.
I
That
think
was the
was
only
his
one.
son there because his son is so cute.
No.
No.
I
No.
like his son.
No.
He's like, you make him at the game, son.
Another one.
And then we had Nicky Jam being like one of the henchmen.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
did pretty good.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
did.
he was in a big part of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did pretty good. I think it was
When I say criminal, you say jail.
criminal, jail, criminal. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a great actor, right? Like he's not a great actor, but I think it was cool.
He's good enough to play a bit part.
It's all the
Yeah.
tattoos, man. It's
Yeah,
he's a
just
criminal.
yeah, he speaks Spanish. He has tattoos. Yeah,
But yeah, man. So the movie was
I thought
really
she
good.
was great.
Which one?
Kate de Castillo.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought she was because she's like a big actress in Latin America. Like she's on like
No, yeah, she played her scene
novelas.
really
Like
well.
she's so her intensity to me matches like novelas, right? Like they're super dramatic, like the fire and her falling down. I was like, oh my god. But like that like that fits her mold, and I thought
Right.
it was good, but not super corny. I thought it was
Gotcha.
good, and then she did play that whole witch thing. I was like, damn, she is crazy.
She was really great in the scene where they finally met at the end of the
Great.
movie.
Yeah.
And how she just the way she walked down, and she just commanded that scene. Like you could
Absolutely.
tell
She's an
just from
actress.
without any of the words or any of the dialogue
Yeah.
that she was in control of him. Like him seeing her again
Mm-hmm.
after all these years, after all
Right.
these decades, like 20 something years, that she still had that power over him, and she knew she had
And
that
she
power.
knew
over
she
him.
had it,
And
yeah.
then when he frisked her, and how she's just like not very thorough,
Yeah.
And then how he's like, "You don't you want to?" She's like, "No, keep it." She's like, "I don't care. You have a gun, but you're not gonna use it on me."
Right. She knew.
Yeah,
She knew.
and then they sit down, and they start to talk. She was so in control
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
those scenes. That
Absolutely.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, man. Now, everyone's going to see this movie for two things: the action, the comedy. What's your take on action and comedy throughout the movie?
Action was great.
Right? A lot of the
Comedy-
fight scenes were really good.
It was good.
Oh, yeah.
It was really, really good. And the comedy was good, but you're right. It wasn't the same kind of comedy,
No.
but it was still funny. Like, I
It
still
was
laughed.
a lot more mature. The comedy.
Yeah.
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 Al, what'd you think of and when I think of action, I just think of the scene where they were chasing each other for the first time when he was, I think there was a snitch that was telling them that the bad guy was coming after him.
Yeah.
So they tried to get there on time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That was
They didn't make it there on time,
Nah.
right? But that first fight, there was like almost no transition to the cut. It looked like Will Smith himself was jumping off of the ledges
Yes.
and
Yeah.
falling down. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy
Yeah,
moly.
yeah, and to that point, like the action scene, even with some of the action being over the top, like it didn't feel
Right.
over the top.
Uh-huh.
Like for me, like afterwards, I'm thinking, you know what? That scene with the Gatling gun on the side of a motorcycle was a little ridiculous. But
Right.
but while I was watching it, I was like, "Yo, Martin, shoot the helicopter!" Like I'm wanting him to shoot.
And
the
then he shoots the
helicopter.
helicopter.
Yeah, and then he pulls it. I'm like, I was in it, and then afterwards, I'm like, "What are the chances of a motorcycle with a Gatling gun riding down the street in fucking Miami?"
Yeah.
Afterwards, but that's what I'm saying. Like that, they did everything, and then the comedy wasn't too corny, wasn't too cheesy.
It wasn't
Right.
corny at
It
all.
wasn't forced. Everything went smooth with the scene, and that goes back to what I was saying last week in preparation. It shows their development as actors, as people of their trade, that they were able to do a lot more without
Right.
needing the corniness and the over the topness
Right.
to get it delivered and make its point.
To Al's point as well, like there was one scene, remember, when they were in the minivan and after the body had fallen, and they're driving home,
Right.
and that scene was hilarious. But there wasn't much dialogue. It was just the faces that they were making,
Yeah,
and that they
you
were
didn't
scrunched down in the car, and I just couldn't stop laughing at it because as actors they were holding their face
Yeah.
as well and keeping you in the scene
Gotcha.
with them. And yeah, so to Al say, like you could see how their acting chops. have
And I think
developed.
just being the age that we're in now.
We're almost
And-
related to them, right? Perfectly.
Okay, when the body
Yeah.
hit,
Wait a second.
we are them.
Yeah.
except that
Wait
we're
a
not-
second.
We're not,
Yeah, no,
we're not
wait,
taking
wait.
down
Let's not get
cartels.
crazy.
I was dying. Wait, because I was dying when the body hit the car, and then he gets the call from the wife, and he goes, "She knows. She always knows." I'm like, yo, I feel his stress right now.
Yo, and then when Mike dropped off the baby and then ran away
That
because
was
they were at odds with
hilarious.
each other, and then he runs out. He runs out like, "Yo, drive!" And he's like, "Yo, she coming? She coming?" And like they're
Because
they're
can
both
you
like so
imagine-
afraid.
The
Oh,
bad guy in the
right.
movie ended up being her.
Yeah, right. And when they made the eye contact, he was like,
Can you imagine though being in a spa, like a really good spa,
And it's about to get the
and
massage
you're like
about to start.
massage is about to start, and then all of a sudden you see a car seat with a baby,
No.
No.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. I was so angry for her because I was like, too far. She's
like,
too
Mike?
far.
Mike?
She's like, no.
Oh man.
He goes on. What did he ask for a scale?
Scale of
Scale
1
1
to
to
10.
10. How mad was she?
Yeah,
Like a 9. Like a 9 when this happened. Or-
Yeah.
Oh man, make it a 10. I forgot to give her the wipes.
But I do think it's our age. I think like you're not.
It's relatable.
It's
Yeah.
so
Definitely
relatable,
relatable.
and
Yeah.
even like the clubs, right? Like I've been to South Beach, so you see that you're like, oh my god, how long ago was that? And then you see things are changing. Like I would feel
Yeah.
ridiculous going
Yeah.
to that place now.
Oh,
You know?
and what accentuated was the fact that Mike thought he was going to talk his way in
Yes,
and be smooth,
and they were like,
and the kid had to get him in.
yes.
Yeah,
All right, guys. So now we're talking about the young guy that got Will into the club. What did you guys think of Ammo, the team that they set up there for, these types of investigations?
Well, Al was saying before we even started talking, like with Ammo, they were incredible, and it would be great to see them in a spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that what they're leading up to is not maybe a spinoff, definitely a part 4, which should have been Bad Boys
100%,
for
because
life.
The son is going to. Remember how it ended? Like
Well,
the
yeah.
son was going to be
part
like,
of it now. Yeah,
Yeah,
part
he
of
said
it.
that he has a way to help him out.
redeem himself.
Yeah.
and so
Yeah,
forth.
so
But-
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even. I mentioned this offline before we started. I didn't realize that was Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
had no idea until I
Yeah.
looked up the cast to look up everybody
Yeah.
that was in the
she
movie.
held her own.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
When he went into the garage to take care of business, they
She
sent
went with
her.
him.
They sent
Yeah.
Vanessa Hudgens
Yeah.
in, and
Yeah.
she held her own.
Yeah.
Well, I
man.
thought you were
She
going
was
to talk about when they went into the club. That's what I
She
thought
held
you
her
were-
own there,
yeah,
too.
She did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Al's having a moment right now.
Huh?
Just
Nah.
let's let him live in that moment right now.
No, my wife sometimes listens to the episode, so I
Yo, I've never
gonna be
seen
so
Al
mad.
stutter. He's like, my wife sometimes listens to the
I usually do a
episodes.
better job at controlling it.
She's cute.
So now that we see
She's
that,
cute.
She's
She is,
cute.
she is.
now that we see that we're trying to go into a Bad Boys 4, are you guys up for Bad Boys 4 or more of like an Ammo
I
spinoff?
don't think they're doing it.
I would.
Oh yes, they are.
No, they're
I don't
doing
think
it.
they're doing it.
If-
I think
I'm
they're
telling
doing
you
it.
they
They're
are.
looking at writers actually right
I
now.
think they're doing
Yeah.
it because there's
Son of a
money
bitch.
to be made.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something about Hollywood. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's about money to be made. Is there money to make? That's the question that's asked. Will investors pay for it? So that's like what, let's say, the Star Trek movie is running up against now. It's being scrapped because the investors aren't going to pay for it.
Right.
People don't want to put up their own money. Studios don't want to put up their own money. They look for investors. So if they can sell it to an investor to say put up 100, 200, 300 million dollars, right? And they're going to get back a return on their money. That's what they're looking for. So can we make money on this? Is there money to be
Yes.
made? That's the only question that's asked. And if the money can be made,
Yeah.
they greenlight the project.
I wonder how
And
much
I
it's
think-
going to make. Cause we'll
And
see.
the next movie I can see it be more of a transitional movie. Like you're gonna have Martin and Will Smith in the movie, but they're not gonna be the main.
So you see it more as an Ammo movie.
as a transition towards Ammo. They're still
Okay.
in it, like as the advisors.
I don't
to
even know if
things.
Martin Lawrence will be in it.
Because now,
Yeah.
no, check it out. Because now the captain's dead. Somebody has to be the captain.
Well,
Yeah,
that's Rita's the captain
Rita's
now.
the captain.
Oh, okay. So she's
Yeah.
the okay.
She's the captain now.
I thought she was just still over Ammo.
No.
No,
At the
she's the-
end, they made her the captain.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had broken up Ammo already at that point.
Yeah.
So then I can see they do it where Will takes over Ammo with her as
maybe.
the captain and
Right,
whatever.
'cause
Or
Will
the son
ain't
is going to be
retiring.
involved somehow.
the son is going to
Right?
be involved,
Yeah.
and Marcus is going to be on the side. And it's going to be that cheesy thing where they fish him out of retirement every time.
All right, so you guys are up for it
I'm
then.
up
Oh,
for
absolutely.
it.
All
If
right,
this
cool.
movie had bombed, I would have been like, all right, no, don't do it. Because
Yeah.
it's like let it go to bed. I was happy to see them one more time.
Yeah.
and that's it.
All right.
But the movie is so good.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is that
It's
good.
so good.
So I mean, as far as review goes, you guys know I have my review scale. This is definitely you should see this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
if you're a fan of Bad Boys, you need to see this.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But you should see it.
I want to see it again.
Me
in
too.
the theater.
I would want to see it again. Brandon, you're gonna enjoy yourself when you see it, Brandon.
See
Oh,
it
yeah.
tomorrow.
Brandon's like, I just saw
it.
the movie.
As you guys are talking about it, I watched the whole thing. It's great. I
No,
loved it.
no, we don't do that. He's just joking. We don't pirate movies here.
No, I just went to the theater. No.
No, but honestly, man, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I don't know why you listen to the whole spoiler review thing, but if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And I think it's worth the price of the tickets. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we did this, we got some time free, so we could do something else. And I told you guys, I'm always thinking of different things to do with us. And I know
told you before, you have not had a bad idea yet.
I
mean, he
appreciate
married
that.
me.
There you go.
I mean, I
So
remember getting that call. That was an awesome call. But anyway, I
But-
digress.
That was really cute.
So
oh,
cute.
guys, thank you. But
Thank
I
you.
try to come up with different things, different ideas to come with, and I love the situations that we do, but I don't want to run that into the ground. So it's kind of like a play on the situations. It's going to be called "The Choice Is Yours," and what I'm going to be doing is giving you guys a situation with just A or B,
Okay.
and you guys are going to have to make the best. And if you want to get into why you're choosing that one, also, right? So we're gonna start off with "The Choice Is Yours," and Brandon, we're gonna go with you first. on
Oh,
this
here
one.
we go.
All right.
No
Brandon, the
pressure.
choice is yours. Would you rather all of us here at the table be chased by Jason at a camp or be dream warriors against Freddy Krueger in a dream?
Well,
Which one do you think we have a better chance of survival?
we?
It's us, all of us here.
I was gonna say I'm probably the fastest one here, so let's do the running for Jason.
No.
Excuse me.
No, you ain't, Tubby.
All right.
Excuse.
Sorry. Y'all can't see what I look like, but y'all can't see what Sanj looks like either.
Touche. But I've seen you run.
I've grown.
Yes.
Let's
Let's
see.
see. I think, to be honest, I would probably do like the Dream Warrior thing, because they're like.
You think, you think we got a shot?
Well, I mean, like the second we believed, right, that we could do something awesome, you do something awesome. So yeah, I'm down with that.
right.
Which was the weirdest plot twist in any Freddy movie, but yeah, I'll take that one.
Sanj?
I would go with the Dream Warrior as well because of that whole thing where like you can dream it and you can like do whatever you want, right? Whereas it's like Jason, I'm not afraid of him. I'm West Indian. We invented machetes. I'll take him on one. I'm like, guys, I got this. He ain't got nothing on me
So why would you use the dream?
because that's more fun.
You're trying to survive, man.
I
You're
think
having fun.
We are very imaginative people, and like you want to have a little fun first.
Yeah.
I mean, if one of us bites it, one of us bites it. You know what I'm saying?
Bites it like
We bite.
dying.
Yeah. If you,
Nina,
I go with the dream as well.
Dream?
Because the dream's not real, right?
no, but if
Oh,
you die, if
no,
you
no,
die,
it's
no,
always
it's
real.
real.
Oh,
she's done so.
Okay, I'll bite it.
I'm getting paid.
Well, then remember that thing in Family Guy?
If you die, if you poop in a dream, you poop in real life.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I dream you poop for real.
Alex, how about you, babe? If you have a choice of being chased by Jason at a camp with all of us or Freddy Krueger in a dream with all of us?
I don't want to play this game.
No, you're not.
No, this is horrible.
The choice is yours. Which one you choosing?
There's no C
You
option.
gotta choose. Come on.
B, I guess.
In a dream also, huh?
I mean, I don't know. I don't.
I mean, you're not giving us much to work with here.
Yeah, seriously, they're both horrible.
I think like there's one you can obviously win, and the other one's like, depends on depends on how the movie went.
I'm
Like,
terrified.
were you the person who smoked pot? Were you the one that had sex? Or
horror
like,
movies.
did you think you were just a good person? Like,
Yeah. I'm not
Al, how
into
about
that.
you,
I am
man?
all three of those people.
I think I would want to do the Jason, because
Yeah.
at least you know what you're going against. To the point we all got pretty good imaginations here.
Right.
So I'm scared of what each one of us would kind of dream up and have to go against.
I would dream of something worse.
I
than
would
Freddy.
rather exactly. That's why I would rather the certainty of knowing. Okay, I'm going against this guy behind a mask than whatever came out of Sanjay's mind.
That is so
Jason's
smart.
gonna be like, "Come on, guys, we gotta go." He's gonna team up with us.
Has anybody ever beat Jason?
Let's get him.
He'll lift up the mask.
Oh, okay, then fine.
Yeah. For me, I was actually thinking the same thing as you guys. I'm surprised you guys all said Dream Warriors. I think the Dream Warriors would be fun also.
That'd be a better movie.
Yeah.
Fun? Fun?
Well, not fun. It'd be terrifying, but I think we'd have a shot at coming up with something. You know?
Fun.
Turns into Voltron.
I feel like Jason.
Your definition of fun.
Yeah, what the heck?
When Jason's walking, he still catches them, man. It's just there's no
Yeah.
running from that.
So
man.
happens
He ain't
to
gonna
trip
catch me. I'm
and
gonna turn.
not get up.
I'm gonna turn and stand my ground. Like I'm gonna chop this. Oh,
No, I don't want to
whatever.
play this game.
You know,
chop the
they've
shit.
tried that and it didn't work many times.
Yeah, it never works.
You have never seen a Guyanese man wield a cutlass, have you?
No, I don't want to play.
You just never seen Jason. He just comes out of a lake.
Oh my god, man! All right, let's see. That's the next one. The choice is yours. We'll start with the boobies.
Oh, me. Thank
Let's go.
That's weird for people who don't
The
know
what?
Oh, that's right. People don't know that.
You just called your wife
That's
a booby.
that's-
Like you just completely objectified your wife.
That's
You
the
just stripped her down to like her memory glands. Like,
in all honesty, we call each other that.
Yeah.
So
you. Long story.
Long
It's
story.
weird.
Still weird.
All right, people.
Anyways,
It's a nickname, but not a body part.
she's
Cheers.
Like, oh, we're the same cup size.
all right, so here we go. The choice is yours.
Okay.
You have one ride in a time machine. You either go forward and back, or you go past and back. So you go either to the future and then you come back to this time.
Oh.
So you have one ride. Which one you doing?
Back.
You going back in time
Yeah.
to experience something else, or just to see?
No, just to see. Like, I would love to see, like, my dad, and I don't know.
Aw.
Because the forward, I feel like it takes the fun out of it. I don't want to know.
No,
No.
Sanj,
The 23rd century.
you going to the future and coming
Going to
back?
The future and coming back.
Oh.
You see everything go to shit.
You go, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, no, we didn't do too well.
We did not.
I wouldn't want to know.
Nina, you got one ride.
I vote forward as well, just because I really liked Back to the Future Part 2. That was my favorite one. Remember when we goes ahead until, I think it's like the time now we live in. 2015, whatever it was.
Right.
I would like to go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want
Brandon?
to see how it looks.
I read a newspaper article. We got like 10 years. So, like, I'm going to not go forward. I don't want to see what happens there.
He's gonna go back.
I want to keep going back.
Oh.
I don't know where,
Wait,
but
what'd you
anyone's better than 4.
Did you say we only have 10 years left? Is that what you just said?
That's what the news said.
Well, no, they've
Propaganda.
Been doing, no, they've been doing that. They've been doing that doomsday
Forever.
nonsense for a long
Oh,
time.
Y2K,
Ever.
2012.
I mean, even in like the 60s and 70s.
2000.
Climate
you know,
change.
How about
Yes.
2000? Shoot.
The clock, you know,
Uh-huh.
to world annihilation.
The
Like
the
Mayan
Mayan clock.
calendar.
Yeah, Mayan calendar. Yeah.
calendar.
Al, what about you, man? What you doing? One ride, man.
I'd go to the past and say, buy Apple.
Oh, for real, son.
Just that one stock. Buy as many of it as
and
you can.
Amazon.
Oh, so
and Amazon.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
Like Apple and Amazon, if you had bought that.
Damn, man. My whole time I was thinking about future and back, man. I wasn't going to go to the past.
Be rich,
Really?
bro.
Yeah, I would want to see the
We
future.
always pick the opposite. You notice that?
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's go to this next one, man. Al, I'm gonna start with you.
uh-oh.
This is gonna be hilarious, dude.
Uh-oh.
This is called Liar Liar versus Pinocchio. You have 24 hours to tell the truth, Al. You choose which way. The way you tell the truth with is
He's already laughing.
you have to tell the truth for
Okay.
24 hours or your nose grows. Which one you choosing?
No, the truth.
You'll tell the truth for 24 hours?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. I try to do it now, so
All right.
I mean, so yeah, I would do it.
I would do it, but not on a Saturday. Like on a Saturday,
Not on a Saturday.
Like
What,
on a
any re-
Saturday, not on a weekday.
You can't talk to your
Any
kids
reason
ever.
why? Any reason why the
Get the
truth
soda
is better
later.
on a Saturday?
You'll get the soda later.
So wait, you would tell the truth all day long rather than just let your nose get big.
Yeah, but like on a weekend.
But on a Saturday.
You eat all your chicken nuggets.
What
You
lies
can get
are you
this.
telling
You
at
have
work?
to go to work.
Are you kidding me? We're like
You have to lie all day.
all
That's the job.
day.
You have to
Wait,
lie.
long.
So are you like
That
the
is hard to
Pinocchio at the
do, okay?
motivational speaker? Like, I see nothing but potential.
Yeah.
You have
Totally make it in
potential.
life.
Brandon,
You're totally
tell the
yeah.
truth for
Yeah.
24 hours, words, or you want the nose.
I'll go with the truth. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah?
If shit don't work out, it don't work out.
Sanj, tell the truth completely with words, or just let your nose get big.
Huh.
24 hours.
24 hours. I could tell the truth for 24 hours.
Yeah?
What?
That was the wife with the.
Wow.
Yeah, I can tell the truth for 24 hours.
All right. Nina.
I also go for the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Nice.
No, mind you.
So help me God.
Remember, legally, she said the truth, not the truth. The truth. She did not promise y'all the truth. She promised y'all the truth.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be too worried about what people would ask me, so I would do the nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't have my job.
That sounds like
Things I am asked on a daily basis.
But question: If you took the nose, wouldn't they
I would be
know?
afraid because of the Spanish Inquisition over here. Well, if he has to tell the truth,
But
I'm
would she
gonna
know
ask.
that? Would she know that you had?
I know, like if I knew, imagine.
I'd be like,
You got how long?
I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. I'm just going. Not telling you if that meal was delicious.
Damn.
I swear to God, if I
What?
could hit you right now. The things I want to say right now,
After all these years, she still wants to hit it.
that's the way to look at it.
Positive spin.
There you go. All right, Nina, I'll go with you first.
Cook your own damn meals.
He's actually a pretty decent cook.
So then do it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Sorry, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Nina, you go away with your friends for a weekend,
Okay.
and you wake up with a tattoo on your face.
Mm.
Are you calling Sanj right away, or you letting him find out when you get home?
Find out when I get home. Definitely.
You're not calling him?
No, I'm not calling him. If he tries to call, well, if he calls me, cool. Hey, what's up? If he FaceTimes me, no. Ignore that.
Brandon,
Sorry, babe. Love ya.
you calling the fiance
okay,
and
babe.
telling her, or you going to wait till you get home?
I think I'd wait till I got home. Gives me a little better time to try this play.
Yeah. And keep
Like,
enjoying
cover.
I got to learn this mascara trick. Sanj.
I'll call her right away. Like, babe, I don't know how this happened, but look. And then she'd be sitting there on the side like, what the fuck?
Al, you telling on the phone, or you're waiting till you get home?
Wait till I get home. Let it be a shock and a surprise, and
Bring home
But
some
I did. I
treats.
did this for you. I did it for you.
I would call and tell it.
I would call and tell you too.
I would call and tell.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet
I
answer.
would call and tell you.
Yeah, because I'm like, I lose my mind just on the way home. Like, I just got to get this over with.
Yeah, me too. I would just be like, oh my God, how do I fix this?
So lame.
She come home like, hey,
Yeah.
how are you?
Or you have the ill like Aaliyah come over.
Yeah. Like, what year is this? I'm like, it doesn't matter. It
Oh
never
my
dies.
goodness, man. All right, so I got a little comic booky one for you guys. If we were janitors and we could choose.
Well, I am a janitor.
Okay. So if you could choose, we'll go with you first, Sanj.
Okay.
If you could choose to be a janitor for a company, which one would it be?
North.
For would you be a janitor at the Avengers Tower, or would you be a janitor at the Hall of Justice? So basically, Marvel or DC. Would you want to be a janitor where Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman are, or would you want to be a janitor where the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America?
Hall of Justice. Batman.
Just the one-off chance you get a chance to
Well,
run
you're
into
gonna
Bat-
see Batman.
He's only there at night.
Right? No, like he's there, like when you're cleaning. You know what I mean? Ah, Mr. Batman.
Man, Bat.
No, and then you get to do like so most people have seen Family Guy, right? And then
Yeah.
like somebody will ring the door asking for Superman, and I can be like, no, Mr. Superman, no here.
Oh my God, Brandon, if you were a janitor, which place do you want to be a janitor at? Which one you're applying to?
I feel like both have a high chance of being empty in those worlds. I feel like I would rather be in the Marvel universe.
No, okay.
Maybe hang out with some people if I get the chance. I feel like Superman's always gonna be in space. I feel like Batman's never gonna be there. He's got a Batcave. Like Wonder Woman's gonna be in her invisible jet somewhere. Then Mascara.
He'd
Like
be hanging out with the monkey.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to hang out
From
with
the twins.
with Gleek. Like, come on, hang out with Gleek. Janie and what's the other one? The other one, the twin. Like, turn into something. Come on, turn into this bucket.
Turn into a bucket and a mop. I could use
Do
you
my
right
job,
now.
please.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying, at least at the Hall of Justice, I can get promoted to Alfred.
Possibly.
Yeah, kill him first.
You gotta get him out the way.
Alfred's old, yo. He's about to die. Like, I'm like, that's the promotion I'm looking for.
Oh my god. Al, how about you, man? Which place you working at?
Hall of Justice, because can you imagine having to be called to clean up the bathroom after the Hulk had an incident?
Oh my God, that's a smart
I'm not
answer.
doing that. I do not want that job.
You don't want to clean up the Hulk shit.
That sounds terrible.
Oh my
such a
god.
good
the
answer.
stall.
Hulk shit.
Good
Clean
luck,
up, go
janitor
Al.
man.
Go clean that.
Good luck cleaning, man. I destroy. Hulk smash.
Alex, yourself?
I'm
Any?
going with Al. That's such a great answer.
So you going with DC Hall of Justice so you avoid Hulk shit?
Yeah, that's a great
Batman
answer.
shit those things.
Oh my god. Nina, how about you?
Whichever one is the least amount of work. I don't really know about it, but you guys can tell me whichever one I could just, just chill out
at the Marvel one, you're
and
cleaning,
watch Netflix or something.
possibly cleaning up after the Hulk. So
Hawkman's laying his deuces everywhere, flying around. Like,
Well, if it's not in the tower or the building, then I don't have to worry about it.
Gee, I think Al just took it on that one. Now I keep thinking, I don't want to clean that either. Hulk destroy. No. Fuck you, Hulk. All right. So last one that I got here for The Choice Is Yours is another hard one. I couldn't really come up with too much, but I got this one here. If you were in a bad guy movie and you could be bitten by one, which one would you rather be bitten by and become? Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire?
Oh,
Alex?
werewolf or a vampire?
Yeah.
Vampire.
Oh, any reason why?
Because don't they like live forever and they don't have to sleep?
Well, they can if they don't hit sunlight or as long as they drain blood all the time, right?
right.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
that's a game changer. That's a game changer.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah?
I'd rather, because then like I don't want to be outside and stuff. If I was a werewolf, it's cold. Vampire. I'm going with vampire. Final answer.
Final answer. Nina, yourself?
I also go vampire because werewolves are really hairy. Yeah, so I don't want to do that because I already have a lot of hair. So yeah.
All
I
right.
want to be a vampire. Also, can vampires can they fly? They can fly.
Yeah, turn into bats.
Man,
Yeah.
Oh
werewolves
God, no. They're gonna
Can't
be-
fly.
That's a good way to
So
end this. Oh, talk about
I wanna
segue. Al, how about yourself, man? Bitten by a werewolf or bitten by a vampire?
I think I would want to go vampire as well. Yeah.
Yeah? All right. B?
werewolf just looks kind of like it'll hurt a bit. Like
Yes.
like I don't know, they got a
That
lot of teeth and they're
transition.
big and I don't know, it's like
Yes.
aggressive, you know.
They're aggressive.
Like the vampire looks like it's like sucking on my neck for a second, like and I'm good, you know.
Oh, like
But-
the initial.
Yeah, I feel like the initial
yeah.
bite, like I might like the other one better than the werewolf. You know?
You just don't want to get paid.
Like, I don't want to be hurt about it. Like I don't want to say ow. Like
How do I avoid ow?
Be nice.
slow.
Sanj, yourself, man, bitten by a werewolf or vampire?
Definitely a vampire.
Gotcha.
Definitely a vampire because the vampire chicks, like in their costumes and their outfits, are so sexy.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
God.
God
Where
damn
did
it.
this go?
Of course, you would say that.
Where
Did you
this-
just generalize vampires?
Yeah, like no, every vampire movie, like they're all like even like the new ones, like they're always in like leather and corsets.
Right, they're
and
never
stuff.
like
Can you
big.
imagine? Like you'd be
Huh?
sorely
They're never big.
disappointed.
Right, and they're never like yeah, exactly.
They look like man bats.
Yeah, so they're like the vampire chicks are sexy. So like if I'm a vampire too, like
All right. I me
No,
personally.
that's true though. Let's be honest. Like, there's no like good-looking werewolf.
Wait, what happened?
I just picture Sanjay a vampire. It's like an open shirt, walking around.
like no, like picture Meatloaf from like the
Bat Out of Hell.
videos, from Bat Out of Hell. That's me as a vampire, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, I do vampire too, man. I don't want nothing to do with werewolf life.
Yeah.
They look cool in what was it? The
Twilight?
Twilight
Underworld?
Underworld. They didn't look so cool.
No?
Oh, you think it's Twilight?
I mean, like, if you're a vampire, you have Kate Beckinsale to look forward to as a
Killing
vampire.
you.
No, like
Killing all the vampires
listen,
in
I'm
one
just
movie.
saying, you know.
All right. Well, I mean, that was interesting to get, like always, like the situations and these things. I get to hear your guys' takes and thoughts of what you guys are really thinking behind these answers. So it's always funny, man. But we'll call
It's
it.
always the lowest common denominator.
Oh
We
man.
know, we know.
So we're gonna call it a wrap on this episode here. As always, we want to thank you guys for listening and subscribing to our podcast there, The Real Fan Review. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And guys, send off your questions, any kind of thoughts, suggestions on ideas, let us know. And next week we'll get back to you with movies for February and let you know what we're thinking about watching. So we'll catch you next week. Signing off, it's Hav, and we have Alex.
Good night, everyone.
Got Sanj,
Good night, everybody.
Nina,
Later, peeps.
B,
Buenas noches.
Al,
Have a good night, everyone.
and we'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good night.